You know what's mad hilarious is I was sitting here talking to you guys. I was like, "Can I get a 5x5 and this and that?" And then I realized I hadn't even hit the go live button yet. So that's what kind of live stream that we're going to be seeing tonight. That's what's good. That's the dumpster fire thumbnail was indeed appropriate. I'm pretty good at picking those. I knew it was going to be something like that. I'm standing here and just obfuscate for like 2 more minutes or something. Maybe this chat will populate. If you guys are lucky, I might even bring on a surprise guest. All right, I might. It's a definitely maybe right there. Hello, everybody. Do I have a 5x5? Can anyone confirm you can even hear me at this point? I have no idea what's going on. Can you hear me now? Nobody? Am I just talking to my freaking self here? That would be so ridiculous. Good. You're not supposed to be able to see me just yet. But okay, we can hear me. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. And just had to wait for some folks to show up here. I rely on you to tell me what is happening. I am not there. I am here. This channel is made possible by viewers like you. Super Livingston Brothers. Imagine playing that game. That'd be fun. A whole 4 people. 6. All right, cool. When it gets to 10, I'm going to roll that beautiful bean footage. Until then, I'm just going to sit here and obfuscate. Like I said, what I'm going to do? Oh, we lost one. That person wasn't having it. He said, I can't wait for 10 people. I got to go. I appreciate, though, that person. I hope that the rest of their day sucks. Yeah. Screw you, pal. Good night, you old-ass motherfucker. Had to go night. That's what happened. 7:03 p.m. It was too late for him. It's all right. We're all a bunch of night owls here on this channel. That's what's happening. Wolfang, what is going on? I mean, do you mean like, is that a greeting, or are you like actually confused as to what is going on? What is going on is I'm just like going to talk for like another minute while the whole live stream populates. I'm not frozen on the screen. I'm not frozen. That's on purpose. I'm here with you, though. I'm talking. I am speaking. In the words of Kamala Harris, I am speaking. All right. Now that we're all, all of us here, 5. All right. Get ready for this.
The Livingston Man, a hero in disguise. His legacy will echo through the skies. Forever remembered for his deeds so grand. The Livingston Man, the savior of the land. His legacy will echo through the skies. Forever remembered for his deeds so grand. The Livingston Man, the savior of the land. The Livingston Man, a hero in disguise. His legacy will echo through the skies. Forever remembered for his deeds so grand. The Livingston Man, the savior of the land.
Welcome to me pulling off a live stream all by myself on a Monday night. I do this sometimes. Perhaps you were misled by the old headline there. I did that to you on purpose. You ever see these guys do that? And you're like, what's this all about? You got to click on the whole thing, and then, oof, what the large print giveth, the fine print tooketh away. I was messing with you. I got no emergency. It's not a red alert. I just wanted to see how you'd react to a fake headline, some old clickbait. Let's see what happened. 14 viewers. That definitely worked. Listen, around here, I'm used to like maybe 5 or 6, but this 14 viewers shit got like butterflies in my stomach, dude. See, good. Winning streak doesn't even read, and that's kind of attributes I like in a person. Like, I refuse to. I learned how to read and well just so I could say that I won't do it instead of that I can't do it. So I won't read. They're like, can't you read? I'm like, I won't. I will not. They said to me, like, you should use pronouns. I was like, well, you should think for self, because don't. You know? Drinking doesn't run in my family. It drives. Not tonight, though. Big things occurring. Big things occurring. It was cold last night, for one. I woke up. Actually, I sat bolt right up out of bed at like 6:56 in the morning, which previously would have been actually later. I technically overslept, but thanks, clock, for resetting yourself. And I was like, I got to take my hose off the spigot. I was like, well, and like, that was like my main goal. Like, I had to fight my way like through the morning routine, but then it was like, I got to get the hose off the spigot. And it had indeed like slushed up. I averted disaster right off the bat this morning. All right. So the rest of the day can't get worse. Yeah. Until I go to the same store every morning, same fucking routine every day. I hate going in public. I hate it. You ever go in public? You ever see them? You go there and there's fucking people. We live in a society and there are people in the world, and I'm tired of it. That's enough. Okay. That's enough. I can't stand it. You go there and there's just people and they do the damnedest shit. You go to the store and whatever aisle you want to walk down, there's some person like doing like a fucking yoga routine, like in the middle of the aisle. Like they have parked the cart in such a way as if there is no physical way to get past them. And I could be like, excuse me, can I get through? My problem, okay, it's not them, it's me. My problem is that I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to can I fucking drive on the road here? And this also goes for people that like out on the roads, like people are just not paying attention to like the basic laws of like vehicular warfare. Like they're just doing their own thing out here. Point A to point B doesn't matter. Like this, like the way you drive in Grand Theft Auto, it's like the GPS is saying take the road, but like you don't need that shit. It's over here. People are literally driving like this out there. Good thing we lost some concurrent viewers. They don't understand humor and we don't want them around anyway. Bye-bye. It was nap time. They were pissed about the old people joke like I'm not 115 years old myself. Whatever. Tighten up your freaking big girl panties there because it's about to get crazy. All right. Told you. I'm off my rocker today. I ain't done one of these live streams in a while. And the last one I did, I was like trying to play freaking different people and having a psychiatric breakdown like live on the internet. Not tonight. Now you get the real thing, which is arguably worse. I've heard people say it. It's your guys' problem. Spike fence business. The world would be great if not for people. It's like, quote that. I try to read and how. Yeah, chicken man. Hate daylight savings time. Doesn't run in my family either. Stumbles and runs into shit. Yeah, it falls down. I wanted to get on this real quick because it was annoying me. Of course, I went on the internet this morning and there was like something. I was like, what's with the squirrel? Then I like read about it and I found out about the squirrel. And let me just say, I was not tickled. Least of which is that I don't need my stolen tax dollars funding like this, whatever the hell that was. Like it sounds really overblown and like completely unnecessary and extreme lack of judgment all the way up. Whoever like was behind all that was just a little out of it, man. Like I don't feel like that's what we need our Department of Environmental Conservation out here doing. The people are not for that. I feel like the department was like not for that. Like this is, blech. Hated it. Didn't like it. Rest in peace to the squirrel. This sucks, dude. And I guess there ain't nothing the state won't come and take from you, man. You gotta watch out with them. Right? You gotta make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. I mean, they want to see a permit. At the end of the day, you're allowed to just do whatever you want to do as long as you like paid the protection racket and got you permit for it is all. They just want their cut. And apparently, I mean, and they even got their hands in the wildlife rescue business. They out here demanding a tribute from them as well. I mean, sucks. We need better legislation on this kind of stuff. Ridiculous. You're literally just coming in and using legal nonsense to like essentially like you killed this dude's pets, man. Shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that. They need better laws about it. And I don't want to get stuck on it because I love animals and but like I said, you know, apparently there ain't nothing they won't come and take from you, and it's depressing. It really is. Unless you can pay for it. They make that easy. Everything's easy to afford these days. Have I tried just not even eating avocado toast and, you know, going to Starbucks every day? I have never eaten avocado toast in my life, and I hate Starbucks. It's just like, the coffee ain't even good, and the culture is like really, really worse. I mean, I feel sorry for the people that work there. You're like, it sucks, dude. People are like, it's unskilled labor. I'm like, well, make your own coffee. It's so easy, I guess. You know, but you're the one telling somebody else to do it. I feel for them. I feel like this entire country of ours here is, boy, oh boy, it's looking like some season finale, isn't it? It's, wow. You know, so unprecedented what they gonna do next, bro. And you shudder to think, because you know it ain't nothing good. You know it ain't left, right, top, dead, center, whatever you are. You know, next thing coming ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. And then you're gonna be like, Boy Scout helps grandma across the street today. Hell the fuck no, he didn't. Can't even. No, everybody looking around. Oh my God, unprecedented thing is gonna happen, and they gotta give you something unprecedented, or else you might stop watching the circus, dude. And that's really what it is and what it relies on. You believe in that it matters. I mean, it's the same old bread and circus. Really, when you see this going on out here, it doesn't make you think like this is an awful like a lot like the Super Bowl or, well, Christ, even WrestleMania probably is closer to the truth. It's like rigged and everyone knows it, but they're willing to look past it. You know, it's because it's good entertainment and it sounds familiar. It's crazy. My vote is, you know, for 2024, I was always an option, and for all my rambling nonsense that I've just done for the past 14 minutes, I feel like I made more sense than either candidate presented to you in this election cycle. Just putting it out there, just saying. Who are these people? I can't believe a whole 11 people. I can't read this many comments at once. Like I said, it's not that I can't, and I won't. Something else. So back to the stores. All right, so I go to like 3 places in my whole life, 4. In my whole life, really, 5, 6. All right, whatever. Another one is like the actual grocery store, much bigger than the little convenience store we go to get the cigarettes and your fucking beer and whatnot. But then you go to the grocery store and you got like a bunch of stuff. You know, you put all this stuff in a cart. It's like mad shit. You're walking around a store for like an hour, fighting your way through the fucking gymnastics competition and doing in the aisle. Like, how are you doing today? Like, I'm better than you, I guess. Stretching it out, it's good. And oh my God. And then you go to the meat section. You're just trying to get like a freaking like 3 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to grab the family pack of ground beef. I'm going to look through real quick, see what else they got. Maybe they got a steak on sale or something like this because they charge money for that shit. And every single time I go there, there's like 3 old men, like they knew each other from the war, like the war, like the old ass one war, like, you know, and they're all standing there, like picking, prodding, and poking things. I get this one. They're all the beef is like basically within 15 cents of each other. Like they were shooting for a poundage here, and you're looking at like the numerical price, and you're like, you know, this one's $16.13, but this one's $15.91. I get pinching. I get it. How about you but at the same time, when you're realizing that all of them are within like 7 cents, like how about you just grab one and you just keep it moving? I want to look at the meat too, guys. All right. I want to stand there and look at the meat for like, yeah, I ain't got the nerve to stand there like, no, taking up space like me and the homies just going to go fucking spectate the fucking beef section. Why? I mean, maybe that's the only time they get to hang out. Their wives are fucking around the store. He's like, I'm going to go to the steak section. You know what? I take it all back. I get why they do it now. I need to go make friends with them dudes. While their wife is fucking around the store doing all the shopping, they just like, I'm gonna go stare. I'm gonna go stare at the meat. All right, I get it now. And maybe he'll come back with like the 1597 one and not the save like I saved 13 cents. She'd be like, that's so great. Oh my god, we can go on vacation to Florida now. That's what happens down there. And then, and then the way they set up the store is it's blatant marketing strategy. Like there's the reason that all the shit for whatever it is you're trying to do isn't right there. Like you go in the baking section, I'm trying to bake a cake. I'm doing this. But like I got to go across the store for like different, like that. Well, that's over there. That's designed to make you walk all the way through the store because then you pick up incidentals, they call that. It's like, oh shit, look at that. Fuck it, I'm going to grab that. I'm absolutely guilty of being completely susceptible to that. And that strategy works on me. But I got to get back on my bullshit. I used to be able to walk in the store and be like, nope, like, doop, I'm going here, there, other thing, doom. And, there's the stereotype like, oh, women go all over the store. And because the store is set up to make them like have to do that. That's why that happens. Men, it doesn't work on, but me, it does. I'm like, man, I forgot I definitely need this bag of chips. Oh, 2 for $5. Shit. Would have never even come down this aisle, except I had to, because I don't know why you don't keep the Red Bull with the, Red Bulls are not a health supplement. So they're not with those like V8 ones and the other ones, but they're different. So they're on a different, it's not soda. So it's in this third strange place. It doesn't quite make sense. It's like, what if we put all the beverages like this in the aisle, though? Instead, like, no, you got this one and that one and the other one. And it's like, wave my hands around a lot in the store. I talked to myself at the cooler. I had a conversation. Mrs. Livingston's like, wait off for dinner. I'm like, I'm going to the store, figure it out. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to get like a couple frozen pizzas. I'm going to get a bag of like buffalo chicken fingers, tenders, whatever they call them. Call it a night, dude. And that sounds fun. I'm standing in front of the pizza cooler and I'm like, thinking like, am I going to get like a good pizza? Like, am I willing to spend $10 for a frozen pizza? Or am I going to just fly with the Red Baron tonight? $5 like a pizza. $10, I can get 2 pizzas. I'm sitting there and I'm fucking around. I couldn't take it no more. I went back and forth to like the different coolers and I was like, and then as every great decision in history ever started with, I said, fuck it. And I grabbed 2 Red Barons and I didn't look back. That's what I did. I grabbed my chicken and I was like, yep. And I'm walking through the store and everybody was like looking at me like, yeah, this dude knows what he's doing. Like I have a Supreme and a 4-cheese Red Baron pizza, bag of Tyson buffalo wings sitting on top, walking through the store. Like I just like slayed the dragon. Like I figured it out. Every dude in the store was like, man, that's a free man right there. Went to the deli section and I was like, let me get a pound. I ain't making this up. Let me get a pound of ham. Okay. The chicken's like loud and all animated. Into it, man. I'm like, fuck yeah. We get a pound of ham and I'm standing there. She's slicing out the fucking pound of ham, slicing that. Killing that slice of ham. And I get it. And I'm like, why did ham look like that? Well, because she gave me a pound of turkey. So I'm just, I'll just hold that down. Because what do you do? Give it back? Come in. I'm like, well, I still need like a pound of ham though. And I was like, let me get thin sliced. And then she produced like these 1/4 pound, like thin sliced. I want deli ham. She got 1/4 pounders coming at me like this. She just cut it in half like twice. 1/4 pound slice, bro. And she thought that was thin. So I don't know if they train the deli staff, or they need something to do that's better for them than that, or they got systemic problems around here. And if I was running this place, I would have solutions, but nobody asked me and you know what else is that I can't exactly give them all the information because I can't let the haters know like my next move as I duck and move and weave through this corporate hellscape that is the 5 places that I go and do spend money at. On that note, I'm going to kill this live stream. I'm still with you, right? Cool. So I needed to take a break so she couldn't see what I was doing right now. And I know that we're very, very polarized. You know, there's 2 sides to like America today. Everything has gone off its chain. There ain't no majority in anything, dude. Whatever it is, if there is an issue in the slightest, you have 1 for and 1 against on every issue. There is no agreeing on a national level with any issue. I wonder, like, what do you guys suppose is a solution to that problem? The reason people think that America is gonna like split again is because of this. Like, because it's always shown to us, obviously, especially during elections. We're reminded that there's a 51-49 like on everything, and it's. Is there a way to make like all these issues like agreeable to each other? I'm finding a real hard time with all that. Good. This way here, at least, all the viewers have left. Now we all, well, 5. We got 1 more.
Who's this guy?
Ladies and gentlemen, of course you don't know, but this is Mike from Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival.
What's up?
Sometimes he lets me on his channel, so I had to reciprocate.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I didn't actually.
What up, Blipsy, man?
I actually get to properly greet you.
Yeah.
That's why I stumbled off there and was talking
never
some
heard
stuff.
Of him. Never heard of him either. Wolfang. Never heard of him.
There were a couple of things I want to address today. It is the rampant irresponsibility at work in the local deli, where they're like, well. So you need to slam out like, 1/2-pound packets, and then so what they do is they give you like a slice of ham that's like 1.5 inches thick, and that's the 1/2-pound packet.
That's all of it, right? That's all you need, bro.
I think there should be machines that slice the meat. This is the kind of labor I talk about where I'm like, that's what AI needs to be doing, not writing the songs and making the movies and like, dictating our lives, and starting my vacuum and playing my music. That's the kind, I want to give it orders. I want to tell it what to do, and it does it.
Right.
Artificially intelligently.
Like if you wanted, 1/4 pound of meat in 1 slice, you just be like, yo, do that. And, maybe you're making a pasta salad or something. You need to cube it up. You know what I mean?
Well, they got CNC machines that can do some pretty killer shit. But why can't the damn meat slicer just do it?
It's true.
Because it makes you wonder why they feel the need that a human needs to like do that. Why that needs to be a human job. And Americans, some of you may have never thought about this, but like imagine when you go to Aldi's, you see the cashier sitting down, and it bugs you, right? You're like,
no, don't bother me, man. Some jobs can be done sitting down.
I've heard people come out like loud. If you're at work, you're standing. And it became a thing, like, just why shouldn't the cashier get a chair? Like, what are you expecting them to do?
So, like, sometimes at work, I sit down, I stand up, sometimes I got to crawl around, sometimes I got to climb around. You never know what you're going to have.
He's the guy that does yoga in the shopping aisle, like I was talking about.
Yeah.
Were you tuned in on your way when you snuck in, or just?
Oh yeah, no,
okay.
I'd be.
So you know as much as them, which is absolutely nothing. That was the biggest load of nonsense I spit for about 18 minutes. I should get an award from YouTube just for that.
There it is.
Went from 15 viewers to 3.
What's good, brother?
Went from 15 viewers to 3. Even Vision Preparedness left. Couldn't handle it.
Monday's a busy day on YouTube. My notifications be blowing up on Mondays, man. I don't know if it's everybody just trying to catch up from all the weekend lag or what it is, but
no,
Mondays,
they're big mad because they fell for the headline and didn't read the whole thing.
Oh, that's it.
Gets them every time.
Well,
Let that be a lesson to you. I'm not the first person that's done that to you.
Brother. Yeah, man. Monday. Oh, Monday. Yeah. Well, you always drinking and smoking on my live
brought
stream,
himself a
so
twisted tea.
I wanted to come drink and smoke on your live stream.
Totally welcome to. At
Yeah.
least somebody else is finally. Spit that shit in my electric. You'd be
I know. I made sure I got back in the can.
It was a Monday for me too. I worked all day, just like every other person.
Monday. Yeah.
I had this issue where, of course, it's leaf cleanup season on the farm, and
Sucks.
there's certain ways
Sucks,
that,
dude. The shit needs to go, right?
and then what God does,
It says fuck you and blows it back in your face.
whichever way you need to go, the wind is
how it
coming
goes.
from that way. And if you try and change that, if you're like, fuck it, then I'll go this way, it'll move, dude. It's weird. Well, Irishman, I hope that you'll remember that tomorrow evening I will be hosting the other Three Horsemen right here on this channel.
That's right. We're gonna do it. So what's I know we don't give out the topic, but I kind of feel that the topic is gonna be absorbed onto the election itself. I don't know. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking for the horse? Or are you gonna keep it all a secret until tomorrow?
I hadn't really thought about it, given the gravity of the night itself.
Right.
Even if we go live at I don't want to give away too much of what I know about the whole thing that's going to happen, but
Right. It's at 7. I know 7:45 is the typical kickoff live stream time, right? So I expect that. Irishman, what's good, brother?
I don't know. I got some ideas. At least I had sort of touched on some things. Working with the other Three Horsemen there, because I'm one of them, so I can't say the four of them. Is that they're very astute, intelligent guys who know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Not just going to clown on them the whole time. They have information that people need to know.
Yeah.
And especially, I guess we'll probably, everybody's going to be talking about the stupid election. They'll start dropping results as soon as people go to the polls.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be the talk of the town, obviously.
So my question is this: why, there's with all these absentee ballots and all these ballots that have already been counted, how come the fucking ticker hasn't started already yet, Livingston man? Where is the fucking ticker? If they're counting votes already, where's the ticker, bro?
It's an interesting question.
Where's the ticker, bro?
I always...
Inquiring minds would like to know.
So I learned something today, but it was a bit of a blanket statement that I frankly couldn't be bothered to follow up on. But it did have a source number on Wikipedia. But what it said was every other democracy, whatever that is, and before you think of my constitutional republic, chill out.
Yeah,
dude.
okay. All right.
Not you that much.
I got you.
They're going to say it anyway.
Yeah.
They have macros. They can just type it.
Yeah.
Every other democracy has given up on the electoral college system. It's found to be non-representative, and it takes away from the one person, one vote thing. And there is a section of academia that believes that the electoral college is actually original function was to make sure that slavery was protected in the southern states. There's a lot of talk about the.
The abolition of the electoral college. I've heard people promoting this idea. I didn't realize I guess I didn't realize the root cause of it, but I guess that
it wasn't written based on that, but it was used, and there was the 3/5 compromise where they were allowed to vote electors in the southern states, but only but if they counted all the people, because of all the slaves, the southern states would dominate. So instead, they only counted 3 of every 5 slaves, and in this way did some legal nonsense to sort of bring some balance to the North versus the South in the lead up. And so the electoral college has some history there and was used that way, although it just ain't good. What the electoral college does is take away from you, the individual, my vote, and it counts. They're like, your vote counts, and like it doesn't. There's no laws that say you can't have a faithless elector who will go against the wishes. No reason you can't do that because they're elected. also, they give basically their campaign promise is that I will cast the vote for this, and but there's
well, I guess
but as you may
they're
have noticed,
siding with their state or their the way their state voted, right? Is typically the way it goes, right?
right? But there is apparently no real reason
For them to go along with what they say, they can actually cast their vote for whoever they want.
right, and that's what is, yeah. And, and you also got to notice that
So it relies a lot on the upstandingness of these individuals, right? Who actually cast these votes. They have to be upright and honest and go along with what their state says. I mean, to keep it fair, no?
how easy does anybody think it is for just anybody. I don't even know how do you get like elected to become an elector.
I would assume
me a fucking lighter, would
you
you
need people of like good moral character and
Where are they? I know they ain't in Albany, New York City, or Washington, so that's interesting. I mean, Donald's in Apopka, Florida, and they ain't got upstanding fine people there either, except him. Guarantee it. Problem is, it's a bunch of smoke and mirrors, kind of. You guys, this is my live stream, and I was gonna touch here anyway after I got done talking about the thick cut bacon that the chick served me after I asked for turkey.
well, that's quite the you got thick cut bacon instead of turkey.
No, but real ones know that I said that backwards.
Prepper Book Club. This is the red alert.
Traditionally, these things have become more and more like ridiculous, and of course, our main problem. And I can't go. Listen, this is my channel. I don't want to get too like we all going to die Wednesday on you guys, but
If the shoe fits,
yeah.
lace that bitch up.
When you're casting your votes tomorrow and you're doing your thing, unless you have already, think before you pull the switch for whoever it is. And
Yo, I already know who
honestly,
I'm going
ask yourself, when you're standing in that booth and nobody can see you, you can come out and say whatever you want, man. But when you're standing in that booth, like, do what's right for your country, whatever that means to you.
Man, 2024.
That would indeed be doing what's right for your country, but
There it is.
we can dream. And instead, we're going to get one or the other of them, but I actually feel like that's going to be a process we'll discuss Wednesday night when we still don't know who's president, because, spoiler alert,
So
that's
you
how that's
really
going to
think
go.
they're going to kick this can down the road forever after?
This will be the Bush Gore.
Go?
Remember when they did the Bush Gore recount? It
Yeah,
took, like,
yeah,
forever?
yeah. But this isn't
will be
those.
worse.
Yeah, but this isn't those times. People, instant gratification society, Livingston, man. We can't be waiting for that shit. We need to fucking know right now.
Yep.
Right? We
All
need
right.
to know right now. Who won? Who lost?
Nope.
What do you mean no?
Because
You can't fucking tell people no. They'll riot. They'll throw bricks, Livingston, man.
That's the thing, and I think that's the real scary part of it, is that whoever loses is not gonna challenges. Both of them. One of them, everyone believes like if he gets in there, he won't leave. The other one, if they get in there, they're gonna bring communism and essentially the same thing they think about the other guy, but with a different name and different people. We were forced to cast votes for these. Who among
Well, you
us
can vote for whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it doesn't
right?
count, though.
I mean, come on.
doesn't count.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
No, I mean, is it insignificant? Is it a drop in a pool of 100 million people? Well, 100 million people ain't voting.
When you vote for a third party, everybody now nobody likes you because you gave a vote to the guy I don't like.
So I guess last time around they said 80 million people voted for Joe Biden, and was it 70 million people
Voter turnout in history.
voted for Donald Trump. I don't know. According to those numbers, the old man put a sock into the dude. If you're a Republican and you're really rolling for Trump, you better show up with friends and family who haven't voted before. Straight up. if that's the way you see it going, you'd be like, yo, you registered to vote? And yeah. I'd be like, all right, cool, let's go. Let's get in the car. Let's go do our shit. Go vote. You're gonna have to bring homies if you think you're gonna win, because I don't know. You know, it has to be undeniable, Livingston, man. Like 120 million to their, 85 million. It's got to be outstanding for anybody to believe it. And then they'll say it was cheated. Either way, it's all going to shit.
The our current vice president, who might be declared our next president,
Doesn't she have to certify like the whole election?
it's supposed to be the deal. Like it's the peaceful transfer of power that a bunch of so they tried to do that this one day back in January, and somebody had a big party about it, and that's what people fear. All right, if you're a Trump supporter up in here, let me be real with you. You already must know that like everybody looks at you a certain way, feels like that you must have a certain opinion about certain things and this and that thing. But just like be easy, dude. Like because what people think you are, like bad eggs ruin that, and they show like they wouldn't stop showing the whole world what like some people did. And, if it's not all this one, it's not all that one, it's not all the other, it certainly isn't all like Trump supporters, and it's time for you to start acting like it. When you get this, I get it, it's fun on the internet. I drive through town, I go through the town. I went through the town of Ankrum, and you go there, and they got this like fucking fuck Joe Biden flag. At least they used to. I don't know if he still has it hanging.
Oh, yeah, like right on the side of the road.
Right there, as you drive in the main thoroughfare streets. Fuck Joe Biden. It's like, well, then you get labeled like that Trump supporter. Like instead of being so edgy and fucking badass, stop owning the libs.
Check this out.
Stop owning the libs, bro.
I literally know of a place where there was the attempt to file a formal complaint against some Trump 2024 Take America Back flags. They wanted to complain about the flags that the guy had on like hay bales in his yard. They said that it had to be, there's something wrong with it. It was too big, or you couldn't have that. That's the exact words that they used, Livingston, man. Was they
secret code,
They
bro.
said,
code.
take America back to when,
It's white nationalist hate speech. Is what it is.
People
I firmly
suck.
condemn it in all its forms. Not here, not on this channel.
Nah,
Livingston man
whole
doesn't do
shit,
hate.
This
we don't
whole
hate.
shit comes about from places like the Southern Poverty Law Center, and
Got a bit of a sketchy history, though, don't they?
these
guys.
these think tanks. Yeah, but people believe all that bullshit, Livingston, man.
It's a bit irrelevant, and a lot of times it's just a bit biased. It's enough to be annoying, to say the least.
Yeah, but they also like help push federal and state programs to, demonize people and call them things that, well, they damn sure ain't. But hey, they just innocent people.
The point of my, I guess, nothing's gonna change. On one hand, I see more of the same, or an endless stream of, again, like back to this, the peanut and raccoon there, where just government like doing things that doesn't belong doing. I promise you, Donald Trump becomes president again. Not only is he going to do unprecedented shit, such as pardon himself of being convicted of 34 felonies, he's also going to probably do the things he says he's going to do. Because, don't tell me, either you trust this man and you believe what he says, or he's, lying, telling you what you want to hear?
Yo, so honestly...
So when Donald Trump says shit, believe it, all right? I'm not worried about what Donald Trump is actually going to do, except persecute his political enemies, utterly crucify in the media anyone that's ever disagreed with him ever, and totally get his just vengeance rocks off.
You think it'll be nothing but 4 years of vengeance politics by
Absolutely.
the Trump administration, and that his whole agenda goes out the window, and it's
That is his agenda.
no. He has a whole.
We're
he has
gonna
a whole
lock him up.
He has a whole plan.
Put him in
laid
camps. They're
out.
going to do this military takedown of like the government, whatever the hell.
Well, no, he actually has a
Q
whole,
people, do they still exist? They must be stupid, right?
Oh man,
Get out of here with that QA now
Hey,
shit. You was getting
hey.
trolled the whole time, dude. That shit was stupid.
you trust the plan.
It's totally working, dude. It's totally working.
Crazy backyard chicken man. Nobody gets out of fucking life alive, bro.
I just think that
Nobody.
we're not everything in front of us for everyone. I swear to God, like just the normal people of America, who are all of us, dude. Never mind, like take the clothes off of people, take the color of the skin off of people. That's just the normal people. We ain't rich. We ain't
No,
which is the number
we're
one
wage
thing.
slaves, bro.
And-
That's it. We're just fucking feeding the tax machine.
What's worse for people to try and comprehend is that they're not particularly unique. Is that in fact they have very much in common with a whole lot of other people, and
Yeah.
that those characteristics are almost never physical. They just happen to be based on your geography.
Yeah, but I think for people at large, the they used to call it the American dream. I think that across the board is dead. That dream of, for a lot of people, for home ownership, for their little piece of property that's paid off, and just nobody to bother them, and just live free on their own piece of America. That's fucking dead. The taxes and the fucking all the bullshit that they put into it. Eminent domain. We gotta run a fucking pipeline right through your goddamn living room, Livingston, man. We need this house.
You don't even truly own land you pay taxes on. It's
You own it until you stop paying, then they come take that shit back at gunpoint.
somewhere on my channel. If you were to scroll back and watch one of my actual videos and not a live stream, I talk about the manor system, and I asked, is it really gone? For what you were just said there is that you got a deed to it and you can do stuff to it as long as you get a permit, but then you got to pay taxes on it. And it might have to have insurance, and you better mow the lawn or they'll steal it from you, and or they're going to put a pipeline through, and then they're going to make you a generous offer. But if you don't want to go, they can just take it.
Eminent domain. We gave you an opportunity. Now we're just gonna fucking take it.
But in our last 15 minutes, we're going to, myself included, remind you that this is my channel after all. So let me ask you some.
Oh, oops. What's the garbage going to do if they play more games? I don't know.
That's what bugs me. 'Cause y'all didn't.
I don't know.
Y'all were pretty bad sportsmen last time.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, bro. Are the bills not due next month? Does any of that stop for anybody, regardless of who the fuck wins or loses? You know what I mean? That shit doesn't
That's
change.
it. Just nothing's gonna change, like actually in your life,
No.
except like if the mean tweets might come back.
Well,
That
I
sucks.
tell you what. If you live in an urban area or in and around Washington, D.C., where people would really go act a fucking fool, perhaps.
They started putting up fences and boarding up.
Buildings, yeah, bro. What the hell?
This country's got problems.
Is it foreshadowing? Are these paid actors who are coming to fucking try and enrage, otherwise peaceful people? Is this another fucking setup to make the population look like we're so unhinged that they have to just take over?
I've commented before that I don't think they're going to allow, after this one, I don't think they're going to allow another election. And at least Donald Trump had the nerve to say that, like, it was going to be the last time he had to do it.
Right.
Like, perhaps he may have said too much when he said that. Want to talk about an agenda. I believe these people are, I was daring enough to say that Donald Trump is a Democratic Party plant.
Donald Trump is a Democrat. I don't think he's a Democratic plant because his policies are directly contradictory to the Democrats. It's like they say up, he says down. You know what I mean?
He's controlled opposition, if they call that.
Totally could be. totally could be. But I mean, if it's working in the favor of the people, what the hell? I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's gonna go. I don't want to talk too much. Well, we already talked too much about politics. I was talking about how
I feel you, Donald. Who?
what you need to do is tell me about you need to review the last store you went in and it broke you. I was actually just talking about the different places I go.
A store I went in that broke me.
Yeah, you just were like. I asked for a pound of ham and I was given a pound of turkey. And then when I asked for my pound of ham, I was given like the thickest sliced ham I've ever seen in my life. A pound of ham was like 8 slices. And people was doing gymnastics and yoga like in the aisle. Like there was no way you could get through there. I was parking the cart sideways and just being like doing this. Shit.
When was this?
Today, I seen it. I fought my way all the way to the deli cooler to find a pizza. I said, fuck it. Grab one. I told this whole story. He said he was listening.
I was driving and listening along. I don't
Frozen
always.
pizza,
Sometimes
Livingston,
I
man.
need.
I hope that shit got listeria in it. I'm stronger than that. All right. Oh, a little bit of E. coli. Oh no, I ate food and now I'm gonna poop. Oh, there's something wrong.
Builds
with me.
you up on the insides, Rook.
Does it? It's just fucking, you know who pisses me off in the world? Like who honestly needs to form their own like union and just go ahead and do their own thing, like the Amish, like when the Shakers or whatever, go find your religious freedom, okay? Mormons, Pilgrims, let's call them that.
I was actually
It's
discussing.
these gluten-free people. How about you go found your own nation, okay, and just live over there with your
gluten freeness.
I can't have your food. I'm like, I didn't offer you my food. They come to your house and it's like immediately like, so what are we eating? I'm like, nah, what are you eating? Yeah, you know,
Did you
let
bring
them.
your own because you got some problems?
I
that
need
ain't
this
got?
and I need that and you need to get the fuck up out of my kitchen talking that shit. Listen. Where do I get all this gluten? Because I'm just about to start eating the shit raw. Just spoonfuls of gluten. Fucking ground up horse hooves. I love this
It's
shit.
delicious. What the fuck?
Now you're on it.
is-
That's what we do here. You need to save your little political speech nonsense for tomorrow evening when we host the
Political speech.
Horsemen. 4 of them, 2 of them right here in front of you.
Yeah, it's my off night. I'm enjoying myself this evening.
I've drank like 3 beers. Okay, he's fighting his way. He's in the trenches with that the Twisted Tea Raspberry
Yeah,
edition.
I found this in your front lawn.
Yeah, it was just out there
Yeah,
in the lawn.
trick or treater must have dropped it. They give these things out at Halloween,
I just give it's 1 cigarette per child, please.
I was doing the Baofeng radios.
There you go. Yeah, you got a bunch of them things, don't you?
Well, I handed them all out. At least now I can talk to everybody.
You don't.
I just want to talk to the kids. I don't give a fuck about the adults. Kids know what's really going on.
Gelatin, gluten. It's the gluten people. They can't eat the wheat. And I have this to say. Unless they called it something else, I'm not a doctor. But there seems to be no like testament in history to like fucking people that like can't eat wheat. And this would seem to me to be a new
Glyphosate allergy.
Yeah, you're not allergic to the wheat. You're allergic to the weed killer they use to
To kill
facilitate
it.
the process. Is what it is now. You could possibly have you tried like just organic wheat? I forgot what button I was trying to push there. There we go. Figured it out.
Oh,
I'll fight this battle.
you hit whatever you want.
I hate it.
Is it still doing?
Yeah,
Why does it do that? I don't know. Can I send an email?
something. It seemed to be a silly fix. He asked me.
Donald H. Huth says his birthday is next month. Mike in the Livingston Man. He'll be 46 years old on December 18th.
Hell yeah, Donald.
Right on, brother. Right on.
Level 46.
That's right. Level 4.
Gotta stay moving up.
That's right.
They say after 100, after 100 it's just bragging
Donald,
rights.
what day of the week? Well, you know what? I won't bother. I'll just look it up myself. I gotta be careful here because I may be. Okay, I turned it off. That's good. What day of the week is El Donald's birthday on? It's on a Wednesday.
Isn't
Yes.
he all gonna get
Jackpot.
born?
I'm putting your
Donald's
birthday
gonna get born Wednesday,
in my calendar.
December 18th.
Donald H. Hoot
Well then,
birthday.
I knew I was gonna piss off the gluten people. It's not you.
That's
I get
right.
It.
You can eat gluten, right, Donald? We'll get a full gluten cake and we'll have it right here.
I want like
on your
100%
birthday.
gluten. I just want like a brick of gluten. It's like a fucking urinal
Yeah.
cake, all right, with fucking candles sticking out of it, and we're gonna light it on fire. Can you imagine the smell of burning urinal cake?
Throw it in my mouth a little bit, bro. Thanks.
Somebody's birthday. You need to have a little respect. If they tried to take my shit, my asshole and my land will be contaminated. That's what Crazy Backyard Chicken Man said. His asshole and his land will be contaminated. This is the kind of guy I'm hanging out with. When SHTF,
TT1, what's good, brother?
they said to me,
Oh,
all right,
man.
on the subject of SHTF and eating food, there's someone among us. Maybe you know one, and if you don't, maybe it's you. Someone is keeping Long John Silver's in business.
Not it. It's not
Someone
me.
and
It's not me. I like seafood, but I'm not a
yeah,
Long John
see what I mean? So
Silver's
all your boys be like, yo, when the government's like, live in the pod and eat the bugs, and they're like, no. But then they're like, I will
Long
live in
John
the
Silver's,
shack
bro.
and eat the crabs, and it's the same shit. Like, listen, don't come to the table. Don't bring that to. Listen, here's your fucking nutcracker and your hammer and chisel and your fucking stoneworking tools, so you can eat this fucking disgusting fucking spider we found in the ocean, bro.
It's delicious, bro.
Oh yeah. After I get done doing 40 hours of hard labor to fucking,
Bro,
no.
I used to go get
Why y'all eating the bugs, dude?
pound and a quarter
Spam's
bags
nasty. I'm gonna eat the fucking water spider.
of king crab legs, and they're huge. They're a product of Russia.
they should be killed
used
with
to get
shotguns.
Used to get them at the Price Chopper, bro. They're huge.
Starship
They're like the
Troopers
size of this
shit.
table. You
Hell
know?
no.
Alaskan king crab, but it caught by Russia and brought ashore and sold cheap.
I'll punch a fucking fusion grenade inside that creature.
It was like $20 a pound and a quarter
I seen Starship
of
Troopers.
these mofos.
Going
and,
back.
you know,
And you
every
stood
once
there
in a while,
like
I'd
the
buy
fucking
a package of them.
like a bunch of Incas, like meticulously stoneworking fucking 13 angles.
cracking the. Yeah, but it's not like you think snow crab legs. They're like the size of this thing. I
don't think any
they're
crab
tiny.
legs.
They're
I don't
tiny.
think about
I'm talking
crab legs.
like a freaking crab leg, bro. Like this
I would have
thing
been
was
utterly disgusted.
It was huge. Yeah.
Nope.
One
seen
time
that.
that was like a sea spider.
Fucking shit from Clondathu.
I
We ain't
ate
going
his
there.
ass, bro. He was delicious. I'd put him in drawn butter. Bang it. King crab legs. Yeah, delicious, bro. I'm telling you.
Seafood was never a thing for me. I just thought it was funny. Like you won't live in the pod and eat the bugs, but you'll like live in the shack and eat the seafood.
Yo, if I could live seaside Livingston, man, I think I'd be all right. Between the clams, oysters, crabs, crustaceans, fish, I'd be all right.
Every single thing you said disgusted me. Oh, so at the end of the day, like
That's
so everybody in the chat, like,
adaptability,
bro.
Can you adapt to the conditions, or are you gonna fucking die?
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
I don't want to eat that kind of macaroni and cheese.
Well, that's what they said. And it's like, well, then Livingston, man, what are you gonna eat when that shit hits the fan? And I said, you, well-fed motherfucker. Yeah, I've been watching you fatten up on them sea bugs.
I can't tell you how many times I type in quotation marks, I ate 3 men.
You ain't the first. You ain't even special. Probably tastes like shit. Probably tastes like fish. Gross. I'm not even going to enjoy it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to waste half your carcass. You know what? I'll make sure, like, not even the
Oh, no,
animals
Grit
get
and
you.
Grace, you can't have shellfish? That sucks. That sucks. It's so good. So good.
That's me now. As I didn't mean to act as though I was ragging on the gluten the gluten crowd there. But that's me with seafood. I'm like,
Duck pie V. I'm telling you, that's it, man. That's why you got to eat that garbage because you can't fucking
Bear
fish or hunt.
Grylls is fake ass thing. He ate it and then he puked it up off camera and then he did
Great
it.
and Grace, that's terrible.
I wasn't there with him. I don't know. I'm just telling you motherfuckers that eat oysters and clams and shit. Y'all nasty. Yeah.
So, clams.
When you talked about the mosquito burgers the one time.
Oh, dude.
What? Yo, I almost threw up on the
Thought it was
floor,
coming up.
dude.
Thought it was
Oh,
coming
that
up.
was so gross. So what these people do is they just like they net these mad mosquitoes and they pound them into a paste and then they like just sizzle it
And
over.
they put them in the Red Bull.
That's the trenches, bro.
Well,
Everybody's like, yo,
says I want some bacon now.
everybody's like, yo, spam is nasty. I'm like, I ain't pressing out mosquito burgers, dude. All right, you want to talk about what you gonna eat when you see it? Not mosquito burgers. So we're doing better than some people.
Yo, I watched Benjamin Netanyahu in the process. In the
His
process,
name is just funny.
processed food factory, right? Where they're literally making fish with a 3D printer and steaks from a 3D printer, and then cooking them and preparing them and giving them to people to eat.
it though?
I don't fucking know. It's like they take cells and they put them in a replicator and it replicates these cells.
They ain't got no replicator. I ain't got no replicator.
They're replicating cells
Oh, we
and
got
they
replicator.
grow a piece of fish or
Stem
they
cells.
grow a piece of meat or this shit ain't
It's
right.
people.
This shit ain't right.
It's people.
It's well, Livingston, man. If it was the 1600s, it would be described as witchcraft, and you would be fucking burned at the stake, my friend.
More akin to alchemy, but almost the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those guys were right too. They just didn't really know what. They were on the right track. They knew that all the different elements were like divisible. Like you can use a nuclear reactor to actually turn iron into gold, but the cost of that energy and time is huge. But
Right.
they knew that it was possible, but they they didn't know how it was possible. And they were trying, like that was the Philosopher's Stone thing, was to be able to turn lead into gold. And it is, with nuclear technology, possible to do this. With a nuclear reactor, you just keep smashing an atom
Yeah.
into it. They knew that you could do it. They didn't know how to do it.
Building
This is
the
the same-
plane as they fly.
Any technological achievement sufficiently advanced will appear as either magical or spiritual or religious, whatever word you want to use there. But I guarantee that this probably has something to do with like stem cells or some other nefarious thing at the bottom of it. Because let's face it, isn't it always?
Yeah,
you know,
man.
something
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
But it was that.
Yes.
Yes. I hate that it was that, but I love it. He's looking it up. We got 1 minute here because I don't waste people's time. I don't waste people's time.
You're never a waste of anybody's time.
17 concurrent viewers. Do we
Folks
ride
are
the?
here.
We're
Folks
gonna
are
ride the
here
wave
for,
here. Let's ride the wave.
Folks are here for you.
Are they?
Yeah, because they didn't know I was going to be here.
I didn't even
They
tell them.
damn sure ain't here for me.
They're here, and now they're mad because of the red alert emergency. And
Well, listen.
and then they didn't read the whole headline. I hate clickbait.
psych.
I hate
Yeah.
clickbait as much as the next guy, but that doesn't mean that I'm not. I will stoop to that level. I'm not bound by your moral code. It's more logic based. I got some. What the heck even else happened today? I mean, what was funny to me? What happened? I don't remember.
It was a Monday through and through.
Yeah,
for sure.
Mondays always
It was-
just got
it
the
was a Monday.
stigma about them. Like you just, oof. The fact that you know it's
And-
Monday, like
well, the fact that your weekend is now feels like a fucking half-hour lunch break.
you know, I felt better after the time change. I felt like I was
Yeah,
on the proper clock.
really. Dark at 5. You felt that was the proper clock.
Felt wise, yeah. Like my sleep schedule was corrected
Okay.
a bit.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I'm gonna listen. It's 8 o'clock. Like now's the time of year where I go to bed at 8:30. I don't give a fuck. It's dark as shit.
It's been dark for hours.
Right. I wish that what they would do is that one year we should go back. I guess right, or go forward. Whatever we just did, we went back.
Yeah.
So next year, next year we go forward a half hour and we don't do it anymore. Like split the difference and let it rip,
Half hour.
dude.
I don't know.
Studies have shown that
The
the
natives
9 to
used to
5
say
the 9 to 5 ratio is like absolutely like just not like your circadian rhythm and like it doesn't work right. It's forced on you. Some people sleep different, obviously, but your general thing is to just sleep when it's dark and
right. Wake up when it's light. You know, I find that spending a few days in the outdoors, if I sleep outside, you know, for the extended weekend.
takes 3 days, 72 hours.
Yeah, extended weekend will reset me to wake up at sunrise or just before sunrise, just in time to see the sunrise, and then, you know, come sundown, when you wake up early, you're pretty whooped, especially in those long summer days. So, especially if you're doing anything physical labor, you know. And camping, it's nothing but fucking cut wood, cut wood, cut wood, cut wood, cut wood, cut wood, got wood. Nope, go cut some more wood, go cut
Need
wood.
more wood.
Yeah, cut some more wood. When in doubt, you should go cut some more wood.
Yeah, I've heard this whole 13 months in a year thing. Like if they were just divided by 28, it would just work.
Well, it's literally laid out on the back of every turtle shell. The natural calendar is right there. It's
You know why that is though? Is because 13 is an unlucky number, and
says who?
well, I'm gonna go ahead and guess like it's got something to do with probably the church, who has interesting interest in matters such as
Yeah, like they don't
That.
put a lot of skyscrapers. There's no 13th floor.
it just doesn't go there. Like
Yeah.
the 14th floor is actually the 13th floor, but as long as it doesn't say it, it's all good, man. It's like trying to cheat the superstition. You know, it don't work like that, right? Like,
Yeah.
like fate and death don't know which one is
Like,
13.
like 13 just needs to be solid concrete so nobody can fuck with it, you know. Miko Wolf, I'm with you there. Yeah, 13's my number.
I read this book back when I was a kid. Remember the Scholastic Book Program at their local elementary school? You'd go down there, Scholastic Book Fair was going on.
Yeah, and
You'd
spend like $350 on a bunch of erasers. and
you
shit.
walk out with like a handful of Goosebumps novels and a poster of Cindy Crawford.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
yo, living large. Anyway, they had this book called Wayside Stories from Wayside High. One in the chat, please, anybody. Or you missed out on childhood.
It sounds vaguely.
So the
familiar.
school had one room per floor, and it was mad tall. Like as you went all the way through the school, like so that like the 12th graders were on like the 12th floor or whatever how it worked.
Okay,
But it was only one room. The whole thing was backwards, wayside.
Right.
The guy who was the playground attendant, his mustache was like a glowing rainbow, and all the kids were real weird. And there was no 13th floor. Point. When you went to the 13th floor, there was nothing. Like there was a wall, like you couldn't go there. But then this one kid like broke through the made a physical barrier, and he was on the 13th floor, and everything was this fucking backwards dimension of like every other thing. Yo, shit was stupid. They sold me this book. I was 8 years old.
Interesting.
Look what it does
and
to
they,
you.
and they described CERN to you at 13 years old. and
Look what it does to you.
Suck you into the other dimensions.
Super cool
XNYC,
book, man.
What's good, brother?
It was cool. Nobody listens to me because we already talked about how we know how to read. We choose not to.
So I've been doing
Real ones.
You know what? You're right. I chose not to sit down and read 1984 again. I chose to do the audiobook.
Was it like
because
Patrick Stewart or something?
Well,
right?
no, I've been doing a lot of traveling. In
Who
the car.
read you the book?
It's on Spotify.
So some voice, just some guy reading the book. Is there other voices or just one guy?
Just one guy.
Oh God, I gotta hear this.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. He does a really good job, and the story is interesting as shit anyway. So
I can't
he does
imagine just
well.
one guy reading me a book. Like,
yeah,
It's like getting like a bedtime story. That's like that. Yeah, that's why y'all soft, man. Y'all listen to the audio book. Like it's like, mommy, would you read me a bedtime story?
Well, I'll tell you what. Some audio books get ruined by the narrator. I was trying to read Che Guevara's Guerrilla Warfare via audiobook.
Oh goodness gracious!
I got about 5 minutes in, and I wanted to bash my face against the wall, and I turned it off. It was pretty bad. I've read the regular book, but I mean,
I know your enemy. You're talking about the choose your own adventure books. Those shits were wild. Like turn to page 17.
yeah, I'm gonna skip right.
You made the wrong decision. Like
Fuck, I'm dead.
Yo.
You get to page 17, it says you die.
Yep. Talking about homeboy.
Dysentery.
I went on this one adventure in one of those books with some dude, and like he was supposed to lead me to the El Dorado or some shit, and I tried to.
I'm not here yet either, Daryl.
I tried to be cocky, and he stabbed me in the
I'm not even
chest.
supposed to be here.
The book said it. Like 10 years old, I bought this book from the bookstore talking about he stabbed you in the chest. Fuck, I'm dead. Anybody miss the old days? Of course we do.
Bro, normalcy is gone. Common sense damn near superpower.
I miss the old days. No, I'm not. We're not. Imagine yourself back then, like your worldview, like as children, in our peak time. I'm 4,200 years old, but back in my day, it was very very innocent. Our parents did a good job of I hope. At least for everybody, I'm going to speak for myself on this one, is our parents did a good job of hiding the struggle. I didn't know it was like this out here. I think that it's not that this is new. I think that we weren't exposed to it, and we're kind of finding out now, and we're kind of pissed. Like, world's like even just more corrupt and more like shitty. Like what our parents went through, what the generations before us went through, like there was dignity and like class and like people like had a it mattered to them to
Respect.
and it mattered to them to be upstanding and like the better person or whatever. Like that's gone there. Somebody along
Decency, to be a decent fucking person. Because
somebody along the way found out that like that.
It doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay. And, at that point, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't pay, it doesn't matter. That's everybody's problem.
Donald H. Huth misses the old school days in the 80s and 90s in the South Bronx in New York City. Damn, Donald.
He's talking. That's Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
New York City. Those are the good old days, man.
Yeah,
like
when you get a pizza in 30 minutes, or get your money back.
And it was real. It was organic.
Daryl, take it easy.
It was a little bit dangerous. Then Rudy Giuliani swept in. He took all the porn theaters out of Times Square. What an asshole. I've seen him.
Dignified people get fucking shit on by everybody else, Tuck. That's the problem, man. You can't put your moral compass into somebody else, and you can be as dignified as you want, but when the person next to you doesn't really fucking care about your dignity, what good is it? Right?
Too many people and society as a general rule has become desensitized to itself. Everybody's just another ant in the colony, man. Just another fucking robot.
Wage slave.
Yeah, just another fucking robot doing
Another
the job.
wage slave feeding the tax machine.
And the problem is there's so many other fucking robots out there that like nobody cares. That boils down to your population. And the bigger the population center,
The less they care.
right? Because
Because they got too many people to fucking worry about.
there's a strong chance that person you bumped into on the subway or talked some shit to, you're never even gonna see him again.
Yeah, totally could be.
Around here in the country, it's a little different. Like, especially if you just go to the same place all the time and you're a regular or whatever, like you end up, but that's different. But I feel for you folks that live in larger population centers because you must feel like,
Disconnected from society.
It's
I
weird.
feel kind of
It's
connected to
the
society,
paradox.
like the neighbors, the businesses down the road.
The numbers are controllable. You can deal with that
Mm.
amount of people. But imagine a person who every day, like even if you go the same way to work every day and do the same thing, I've been to New York City. You're shuffling around like cattle, just stuck in a herd.
Yeah.
And if anybody acts out or does anything out of the ordinary besides look down at their phone and not observe their surroundings whatsoever, like you're like a weird person.
Yeah. But
you
that's
don't-
but
you
the
don't-
weird people are accepted as the normal now.
You don't-
the junkies on the side of the road, the homeless guy on the bench. That's all normal now.
Right.
That's
and
not normal in
it's
society.
as anonymity increases, the sense of community fades. That's right.
Mm.
Everybody everybody just doesn't want to be seen. That's the new American dream is just
Fade away into into nothingness.
wish I wasn't here. Like hopefully I was in the background of that shot.
Fuck that.
People just
Chisel it in stone. Leave a legacy worth talking about.
that's a symptom, I think, of people being like, well, I guess dehumanized and treated as sort of like I called it cattle. Just led around and told what to do by lights and signs and guys wearing white gloves and do this, go here, walk there. There's lines on the floor. Like, well, I wonder what humans would do without all the signs. Some band wrote a song about it.
Joy, good to see you.
It's an interesting time we live in, and tomorrow is going to be a big day. And whatever it is you're going to do, go out there and do it, baby. Yeah, right? Come up. Let's go, girls. Like,
Vote, don't vote, do,
whatever it is you're going to do, like, just don't, be a dickhead, all right?
Yeah.
No dickhead shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave y'all with that, all right?
Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah, no,
I like it.
no
I like
dickhead
it.
shit, all
That's-
right?
That's good. That's good. Don't be a dickhead.
What you want to do is think about it. Do it. And don't look back. Just don't be a dick about it. Whatever you're doing, just don't be a dick about it. That's what bothers everybody on all sides of everything is when you're a dick about it. Let's everybody be sportsmanlike here. I know it's hard. This is not baseball. This is not the WWE. This is our future. This
Real
is our
life.
nation.
Real life,
Right?
man. That's real life.
Everybody, it matters to you, me, and people that disagree with you, and people that don't agree with you, and people that agree with you, and family, friends, and people, and your neighbors, and everyone else. It matters to all of us what everyone's going to go ahead and do tomorrow. And don't think twice. Rock and roll. Don't look back. Don't be a dick. We'll see you tomorrow night on the Horseman channel. But until then.
Peace.
The